This version, I think eventually he will be able to average 5 or 6 assists a game. Like that's the next step for him. And when you look at scoring wings who average like 28 and 5 and defend and are the best player on the team, you start to think of some pretty names. I'm not ready to kind of say
not yet, but I tell you what, you can see that he is emerging as a big time player. And again, I'm telling you, you watch enough of these guys, you could tell the guys that really put in the time. And the way that he's improved as a three-point shooter, the way he gets to his spots to hit big shots, he ripped my heart out for one of those losses. I know that. And you could tell he's a guy, it's really important to him.
Absolutely. I want to talk about one of Jason's teammates, Kemba Walker. Kemba and I sat down during the All-Star break. We spoke about his first season in Boston, playing for Kobe as he is these days, and just how high the Celtics is, how high the ceiling is for the Celtics, or if the ceiling is the roof, or if the ceiling is the Celtics, or one of those different things. Anyway,
Kemba Walker is officially a Boston Celtic.
You played your whole career in one place. You were halfway through your first season somewhere else. What is different about playing in Boston?
It's definitely different. I think the biggest difference is the expectation. They expect big things, and that's kind of what I wanted to be a part of. Now, our fan base is pretty incredible. They just get us going.
You were going into a situation with the Celtics where things just hadn't worked out last season, and you were specifically replacing the guy that had originally been pegged to be their franchise player for the next few years. That is a lot to walk into. What has your approach been?
I never really thought about it, actually.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I just know what kind of guy I am. My personality, I know, I can get guys to kind of gravitate towards me. And, I think I'm a fun guy to be around.
You and Kawhi Leonard, just two fun guys?
Definitely. I just kind of be myself. These guys allow me to be myself, which is probably the coolest thing about it.
You wear number 8 because of Kobe Bryant. Yeah. How much of this season to you is going to be about looking down at your chest and thinking about the guy that you've tried to model your career on?
Now, that number means even more. So, every time I step on the court, I just want to give 100%, for him. And that's my goal for the rest of the year, like the rest of my career.
Some guys who had 8 or 24 said they didn't want to wear it anymore as a way of sort of honoring him and retiring it. But then there were guys like you who said, no, my way of honoring him is wearing it. Yeah. What made you make that decision?
I had to talk about it, with some close people, in my circle. I definitely thought about giving it up, but then I think Kobe would want me and allow me, to wear it. We want to keep his legacy going. I know a few of us has kept it. We're all just going to go out there and do what we can to play as hard as possible for Kobe.
There's a franchise with no direction. It's a mess. There is nobody to blame but Michael Jordan. Absolutely nobody.
You have played on a team where it was just a scrap to try to get into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it feel like to know, you're all but guaranteed at this point of playing in the postseason?
Yeah, I know. It's different. It's different, playing every night, knowing that you're playing for something. It's really cool. And that's why I went to be a part of the Celtics.
What is the ceiling for this team?
I think it's really high. I think we can go as far as we want to. We got to stay locked in. We have to stay on top of our games. Stay together just like we've been doing all year. At times where we hit some adversity, but we never stop. And because of that, I think it can take us really far.
Kemba Walker, as bullish on the Celtics as the two of you and their chances. Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. Now, he has missed the last 4 games with a sore left knee. He had it drained. We got some real news on that today. Danny Ainge told 98.5 The Sports Hub about Kemba's injury. Quote, we're being very cautious with Kemba. We feel like we need Kemba to be his best self, and right now, we don't think that he can sustain what he wants to do. But we are confident that his knee is going to be fine. So, Coach, there's a couple different things to unpack there, right? So, A, he says this isn't a long-term injury, but he does say that we're going to be very cautious. How cautious do you think they should be?
I feel like I ain't been rubbing my dogs down
enough. The Celtics are a legitimate contender. I really do. And if Kemba Walker is healthy, they have a much better chance, obviously. And
so she's all good to be on the
Celtics,
carpet.
I'm taking my time.
Not even yesterday,
I'm making
late
sure
last
they stays
night.
in shape. but at the same time, we're not aggravating.
Jelly,
they can
get out
be
of
as
here.
cautious as they can afford to be very cautious. They have 4 really high-level
Jelly
wings
not
or
allowed
ball
on the
handlers,
carpet
and then
yet. She
Marcus
ain't old
Smart can
enough.
fill in sometimes, become a 5th one. They play well
And of
when
course, by the
and
time
if
she's
one
old
of those
enough, her
guys
and
is injured,
Funkin
so there's
won't be
no
out at
rush.
the same
But
time.
to Danny's point, to win the title, to win 4 playoff series, you're going to need all of those guys to be at their best. That's how hard it is. So you got to be cautious now in hopes that he can be ready later.
I asked him in that conversation, hey, you're coming into this situation where it was a mess last year, right? And the guy he was
Why you so
replacing was a
red
direct
under there, girl?
one-to-one of the guy who left, who was supposed to be, when he came in on that trade from Cleveland, their franchise player for the coming years, and the pressure on him. Zach, how do you think that he has been able to integrate and power this team in a way that he was coming in Kyrie's place?
Because he's played a little differently than Kyrie. He's a much more sort of decisive north-south driver. Kyrie likes to dance with ball. That's fine. Like Kyrie gets things done. But when you have all